Hello Pisces family, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time, welcome. I am True and I will be here guiding you through tarot for this July 2020. We will doing a Celtic reading, plus we're gonna be ending with affirmation quote. It will be really great that you have it, and an astrology sign or astrology message from my astrology cards that we have over here. So bear with me. Mercury retrograde is absolutely messing my words, so I probably have quite a difficult time to talk right now, but I hope that you understand it, because my Pisces people you are the most nourishing, nurturing, and you use empathy everywhere and compassion, so I absolutely feel that I'm in good hands right now. So check your sun. Apart from your sun, check your moon, your Venus, and your ascendant. So probably would be really helpful to get another perspective or another message for another readings. And this is a little disclaimer. All these readings are just for guiding purposes. All of them are gonna have a little bit message they can resonate with you, and if that does, you always gonna have the strength, the strong and control to shift, change whatever you don't like from this video, or if you really like it, you will now know how to work with it for attract it, to get abundant in anything way, or anything field, any field of your life. We started now. Okay, so let's get into the juice. We're gonna have already, you have already two major arcana that is really big, to be honest. This is going to be these two cards right now, these tarot cards right now. If you see over here, that are quite strong, that's first, and it's just talking for a little bit what is in the ether, or what is a little bit in the air of this tarot reading right now. It's going to be the bottom of the card, the bottom of the deck. You see, Mercury is here now. So you have the Fool and you have the Chariot. For me, I do think that you are really thriving right now. You are preparing yourself to hit the road really strong. Like, the hit the road means like not leaving something, but start something that you really want to do. Something that excites you, something that is making some risk, something that make you fresh. And it's absolutely matter of the heart, because we have Cancer Nation over here, which will be something you're really passionate about it. I'm really curious to see what is going on here. Let me see what is the heart of the matter. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Looking at this, Seven of Pentacles is most of the time the card of, you know, you are collecting what you have been doing for a very long time. You are collecting and waiting for everything that you did for a long time ago, everything that you saw, every seed that you put in the soil is already going and growing. So it's your time to harvest, it's your time to pick it up, what is yours. I do think that you are being, you know, whatever you have in mind, I do think that this is a project, and also an artistic project. Listen, in this July, Neptune, that is your planet, you are the ruler of Neptune, my lovely Pisces. You're gonna have a trine with the Sun, and you're gonna have some sextiling with Jupiter and Pluto, which is you, my lovely darlings, are gonna bring a lot of creativity and a lot of imagination to the world. You are the king and the queen of imagination, of intangible thing, but because you are going to do sextiling with Pluto and sextiling with Jupiter, both of them are going to help you to make everything that is in your head tangible and materialistic, so another people can see and perceive it. So I do think that you are already like creating or giving birth, if I'm going to say, to a new project. I do think that it's an artistic project. I do think that is, I don't know, I have a feeling that it's very Neptunian, it's very imaginative and very intuitive. And if it's not about artistic, probably will be something about counseling or something related with help people, charities. It's a project that you actually really want to like put it out to the world. Let me see if I'm wrong. Then you have, yay, you have crossing over. You have the Eight of Pentacles, which say, this is very interesting. So you already harvesting what you was working for a very long time. And I do think that you are not stopping to keep working. Like, you are not stopping to work, because you say, okay, now I am starting to do this project, this business, or something that is related to give back to the community, to be more compassionate about people in need, you know that your duty is keep carrying on and keep moving and keep being track. You know what I mean? Like, still being in track. Let me see what your subconscious say. But I do believe that any project that you're doing right now, you've been working hard a long time ago, but you know that you still have a long way to do it, and you're not gonna stop now. The only thing that you are doing now is making material. So you've been working a lot of your imagination in your head, and planify and do everything like, yeah, I have this vision, but how I'm gonna make this vision happen? And I think you are already pretty close, or you are already making it. And I think this is a really great start right now, I have to say. What is going to be subconscious? Why you was actually doing this? And I do think, there you go, the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords, you've been here for quite a long time. And maybe you're not even here, but I feel that you feel people are here. You know, it's a lot of people who's struggling, it's a lot of people who mental health, it's a lot of people who doesn't know what they want to do, it's a lot of people in need. The Eight of Swords is actually trapped in the mind. It's people who actually overthink too much, or feel off, or don't feel like useless in the world. It sometimes can be leading to the Nine of Swords, which is depression, which anxiety, you feel nightmares. So I do think that you are quite worried. You have this one in your subconscious. You are really caring. It's very Neptunian though. You're very caring about humanity in general. And I do think that why you was creating this project, and why do you want to create this project, is because you really want to help and shine to the people and give to the people what you really know. And you care. I think it's no way. I think this Eight of Swords with the 7 and 8 of Pentacles, this vision over here with the air and earth, say a lot about Jupiter and Pluto. These are in Capricorn. Both of them are retrograding, and at the same time is sextiling with you, with Neptune that is retrograding on the same time. So everybody is doing everything in a very internal way. And I do think that you got this realization to say, I'm very long time, see this issue in the world, this problem in the world, so I probably would be the pioneer. I will probably be the first one who actually is gonna adjust, or try to put this problem in the world, and try to do my best, or try to do your best, what I'm saying, to adjust or help or fix or soothe this problem. I do think that it's quite heroic. I feel that you are like Superman, or like you feel very humanitarian. Like, I do think that is that. And this is going to be what is in front of your mind. Front of your mind is 7 of Cups. Is really accurate. My God. Look, in July, you are gonna be facing a lot of opportunities, because your planet Pisces. You're gonna be, first of all, if you're not feeling more intuitive, if you don't feel like you are quite in your, you are in your sea, you are in your element, you are in your thing. Just check this out, on the planets anyway. But most of the time, people in Pisces, when you have Neptune in Pisces, is an awakening call. It's absolutely knocking your doors, make you feel more comfortable with your own skin. But on the same time, is open up with when they are doing sextile and when they are doing trine with the sun. Is actually open up doors that you can interact with another energy. It's gonna help you out to visualize and to make things material, because Capricorn is very materialistic. It's make a wealth, it's a work, it's practical. It's actually gonna push you to get things in move with so many options that you're gonna have in an emotional state. You're gonna have the 7 of Cups. It can be quite overwhelming. But remember that the Neptune's what creates dissolves, so you have to be really careful. So what's it right now in the period of the Mercury is retrograding, you should now, well, the advice that I can give it to you is a plan. To make things plan, to put brainstorming, to actually see everything in a board. So you can actually, you are going to have an idea or more clear vision of what is the direction of the project that you want to create right now. Or you are creating right now. What is actually the vision and the purpose of that project. So you're going to have a lot of options on how to video streaming, or if you're going to share it, the social media, the website. You are going to you're going to be jumping in those options. You're not gonna narrow your mind. I think you're You're gonna be open up. And I have to say that this one is the King of Cups. Oh my God, that's going to be what you left behind. What you left behind. I don't think that you left it, but I do think that you assume it. And at the same time, this is going to be your fella. That's going to be a Scorpio sign. I had to say, Scorpio is one of the most misunderstanding sign, but on the same time, you know, can be more the fearful, because Scorpio is the expert to bring back fears, to bring back the shadow, the what we don't like it. I do think that you own it, because when you have the King of Cups already, you already left that how I can say, that phase, or you left behind this situation that you got long time ago. You work in yourself, so you done, like you clean it up you clean it up the land, and now it's time to expand. So I do think that, yeah, you leave behind this King of Cups, which say, I learned a lot of lesson, I'm gonna just stick with my King of Cups, I have it, but I'm not gonna keep working in it. I did peace in myself, I work with myself, I know what I am, I know my shadows, I know how I'm going to do the stuff. You are gaining clarity. And I think this is clever for you right now. Let me see what is in the future. Yeah, near future, you're gonna have the moon. There you go. Over here, be careful, because right now, in the month of July, nothing is what it looks. And you probably be in a state of confusion, and there be a state of too much Neptune too. If you are too much in Neptune, you are going to be dreaming rather than acting. And you're gonna have Mars in Aries, which is gonna ask you, do it, rushing. It's gonna push, it's gonna be quite irritable. So for you, be in the moon too much is gonna put off all what you've been working. So I would say, if the near future you're gonna have like that kind of sense of confusion, just step back and reflect. But most of the time what you have to do is reflect. Until 12th of July, Mercury is still retrograding. So you're gonna have all of this time to reflect, to understand, to just plan everything what you want to do before make any actions, because you can have issues with the technology, with the miscommunication, with a lot of stuff. So we don't want that. So when we have the moon, also for me is the sign of the 5th of July. You're gonna have a lunar eclipse around the corner. And it's gonna be this Sunday, if I'm not wrong. And it's 5:45 a.m. in London. You are going to face a really big step to work towards your emotions. Work toward what you feel. Towards to not always just what you feel, is what your intuition, your spiritual work is gonna make you work. Not just drive and thrive and be leading by. You know what I mean? So I do think that this moon is for you a really big time to release, to let it go what is actually not helping you, but start to work in the state of an emotional state. Or if you want to work, you can study a lot about emotional intelligence, get into the psychology place where you can be more in charge of your own reaction and actions in life. I do think that this moon in Capricorn right now is gonna ask you to be more practical and a little bit more grounded, more calm, more centered, rather than say you feel something that you drive for. Remember that this moon right now is telling you you are not your thoughts. So if you have thoughts that is driving you crazy, you should detach them and be more grounded about it. This is going to be one of, I think that this moon is going to be really helpful for you if you release the stuff, do a ritual to relieve, to let it go, to, invite and welcome in new things that come into your life in a very positive way. So leaving the negative behind, because your Neptune already is in fusion to all of us, not just you, to improve our imagination, to let go all of this structure of you nervous to maturity or law fixing. It's gonna actually is gonna give you that hint of dreamy time and more artistic and more related with human, and be more careful, more intuitive. It also is going to ask you for spiritual work. So all of us, I think we're going to get that a little few infusion and injection of spiritual work, which sometimes we don't even have this in mind at all. And it's a new world that you can explore by that. And you are good at. Let me see what is in yourself. Oh my days. You're gonna have an advice that is, I can't believe it. You're gonna have the Page of Cups. There you go. The Page of Cups is a really nice card. Why? Because it's everything is starting from zero. Everything is starting from the beginning. Everything is starting from a new place that you don't know. And because you don't know, you're gonna be now facing to jump out to the comfort zone that everybody wants to, everybody knows. If you jump out to the comfort zone, what actually happens? You become the fool. You become the risk. You become the beginner. You become Aries. So I do think that right now the advice that's gonna tell you is this is spiritual work. And for you, it's going to be new. I do think this is a pretty Neptunian awakening. If you're already not awakening and you reject your intuition, if you're rejecting and not believing at all that you have a spirit, or you're not feeling that soul spirit inside you, this Page of Cups is telling you this is the beginning of a very long journey. This is the beginning of a new experience in the soul related. Because the soul create and the mind sometimes react. So this is absolutely different state of awareness. I do think that you're gonna be awakening, girl, a boy, or Joe, voila. This is Mercury, I have to say. So let me see what is the people, oh my God, how the people see you. Successful, there you go, 6 of Wands. Looking at this, I absolutely love this card. Like, I have to say, the 6 of Wands is victory. People actually, I have to say, people see you as a winner. People see you as example. People see you as a person who can have wisdom, a person who can lead others to get that spiritual work. So I think you are pretty, or you're not doing the spiritual work yet, but if you're doing it, the people actually is going to perceive it. And you, in your state of your emotional state will be absolutely different. And I do think that this full moon for you will be really helpful. I do believe there's this full moon, but other people are actually see you as a victorious. You have this aura of self, how I can say, of self-peace. You're very comfortable with yourself, and the people actually feel it. And I think that they appreciate that. Let me see what is in hopes and fears. Well, the 7 of Wands, quite resistant. And not only just resistant, you are in defensive mood. And I have to say, if you have this 7, I do not think this is going to be a hope. I'm very sure there's going to be a fear. And it's not only a fear. I do think that right now, you are not able to see what I'm saying. And probably you're rejecting everything what I'm saying. And this is what I can say to you, that whatever you resist, persist. If you just keep doing, not listening to intuition, don't listen to your soul, don't give a space to your spirit to manifest to you, to try to talk with yourself, you are going to be most of the time in the 7 of Wands. This is not going to be just you with yourself, it will be absolutely with your environment. You will be resistant to your intuition, to your imagination, your creation. You will be absolutely not believing it. So what I can say, if you resist, or whatever do you resist, will persist. And I don't think there's something that you wanted. If the intuition is there, and if you're watching this video and an awakening is there, assume it. Assume that, like, embrace it. Maybe you're going to like it, but don't judge by the mind what the soul is doing, because we're never gonna know it. So let the soul express themselves in any way and see how you feel after. This is one of the things that I can say, but I think this is an awakening call, particularly for you. Let me see the outcome. The 7 of Swords. It is not particularly really nice outcome. Why? Because if you carry on, as I said, doing this one, the 7 of Wands, you have 2 7. 7 is the number of spiritual work as well. It's a very spiritual number, and a solitude. And the 7 is gonna push you down to be in solitude, to talk to yourself more often, to work in your wardrobe, what is inside of every single corner of your life, or every single corner of your actions, your person, your structure of self. And I do believe you have carry on the 7-1, you carry on, you keep doing it, you keep resisting, you keep pushing back, you don't want to hear anything, you keep be blind. I absolutely think that you're going to become the 7 of Swords, and I do think it's a really nice outcome for you. It's very secretive, you're going to be not trustable, and also the aura around you will change. For another side, if you are able to put down the sword, if you're able to put down the defensive wall, you can be towards working your spiritual work quietly, not saying anything to anyone until you actually get the answers that you're looking for, until you get the way that you can believe or whatever that you want to believe. This is absolutely totally up to you, but what I'm trying to say is if you go into the 7 of Swords, it's a quite sneaky card, so you have to be very careful, because you can lose a lot of relationship, you can lose a lot of connection with people, or you can lose not just people relationship, I'm gonna just take it off that one, connections or opportunities, because you are in defensive mood, you actually don't want to hear nothing. If you're able to open, you are able to not just connect, but choose if you really want to connect, but at least the information is coming to you. But if you do it in the 7 of Swords, if you are the 7 of Swords, you can become a little bit, you know, quietly taking information here, taking information that, creating things, you know, be observant, don't make any judgment. That would be the very positive way to take the 7 of Swords. And that will be the way that I say to you, like, if you cannot open the doors fully, just take it off the narrow and open it like quite a little bit and see what is in front of you. Don't be afraid. One that you have to know a little bit what is in front of you. You're able to choose if you would really want to open more the doors, or if you would just want to shut down and close the shop, as I say. So I do think the 7 of Swords have double side. As I said, all of these messages and all of this reading are absolutely open to you. You are the one who controls it. But I do think that if you really want to work with humans, if you really want to, you know, help these people who actually is in a mental health problem or is quite in need, you have to do spiritual work, because these people can have so many issues more regarding with the soul, what's going to be just in mental state. These people can actually be broken inside, and you need to understand the trauma. You need to be more empathy, or to have more empathy and more connection at soul level, rather than it's just in the mentally level. And these people will appreciate that. These people will see you as a, you know, as the winner, as I said, the 6 of Wands. But if you resist in that, I don't know how it's going to be the connection, how you're going to help people, and just in a state of mind, in a logical way. It's going to be quite limited. So I would say to you, just encourage you to look more farther. Let's say, I think this is an awakening call for you. Look, this is going to be the legendary affirmation cards. They say, the smallest action can make a difference. My life is important. I can change the world just by being here right now. I think it's a very good affirmation for all what we was doing right now. As you can see over here, I'll just try. There you go. So you have it here. If you want, you can screenshot, you can have it for yourself, you can write it down in a notebook. I think it's going to be one of the best for you. Then I'm gonna just show up. That's going to be super interesting. The astrology card. Is jump out Mercury, which is going to be the planet of communication and the narrative, the muse, the wonder, the awareness. And I have to say that this is absolutely the one. When you go Neptune, you know, Neptune is really foggy, they like resolve stuff, they don't like to have materialism over here. They are more into the spiritual world. But when Mercury is there, you need to gather information, you need to search. And this is a soul search, this is a spiritual work, which say Mercury needs to be there. Why? Because it's gonna help you out to search information, to talk with people, to gain knowledge, to keep studying it, keep opening it, keep looking for it. Mercury is gonna injection of that. And I do think that all of this is pretty accurate with Mercury say. Look what Mercury is in your birth chart. See what Mercury can do for you. What is the sign is in the Mercury? Just be smart what you're looking for. But I do think that right now is your time to plan, organize, gather information, looking for that, and expand your knowledge. I do think it's going to be the best. When you create awareness and you can belong and rise up for the problems, you absolutely can be more helpful for all the journey. As the affirmation cards say, you say, I can change the world just by being here right now. It's like the smallest action can make a difference. And I do believe that it's a small action that you can do. Anyway, there's going to be anyone who's going to be around you. You can be the example for them, because the change that you make and other people can copy it, it can make the change for them. It can be very positive change. So don't close the door, be more awake, be more open into the spiritual world, discover that if you're already open, keep digging in, keep moving it, keep absolutely taking more information. Jump into Mercury. Mercury is gonna guide you to go on the fast thinking, because sometimes you can get lost in the ideas, but nothing comes from that. This is particularly a very practical approach. You're gonna have a Mercury there who will actually tell you, hey, we need to find out all of this information. We need to pull all the information together if we want to create a project. And I do think, go for it. If you really want to do it, go for it. But never shut down your soul for it, okay? So, that was a really good one. Thank you so much for joining me until the end of this video. This is going to be Pisces, July 2020. Oh my god, this Mercury is killing me. I hope you're gonna like this video. Please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. See you in a bit. I'm True, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.